Okay. Good morning, friends. Welcome to Calm Studio, Gentle Yoga Online here in November. My name is Melissa, so let's get started. Um, Come to a comfortable seated position on your mat, grabbing any props. I'm using a lot of props today. Going through a little bit of a rough time right now. Um, so I'm trying to shift things. So I grabbed just a whole bunch of oils this morning. I grabbed some props and I said, let me do some yoga. So let's go to the mat. So here we are. We just had um a big full moon last night, and I know you'll be getting this a couple days later, but it's a time for letting go, releasing. Um, so I'm trying to release the difficulties that I've been dealing with, and doesn't matter what it is because we all go through stuff like this. And the question is, how are you going to deal with it? So one of my ways to deal with it, one of my tools is yoga. One of my tools is essential oils. One of my tools is breathing. And so I said, yes, yes to all of the above. So whenever if I need a pick me up or I need a lift, I usually go to citrus oils. So I do have my tangerine here today. I'm going to breathe some of that in. I also have tangerine and geranium in the diffuser. Geranium is the oil of love and trust. So I thought that would be a good one to throw into the mix. And the tangerine is always great. What else do I have over here? I have some cheer, Align, yoga oil blend, Align, and then my geranium. So I'm going to save some of these for later during the yoga practice. I have my eye on the cheer, which is a blend of different citrus oils and vanilla, and it smells great. And I'm going to use that later. Okay, so let's come to a comfortable seated position and let's take a moment to breathe. So I love to do yoga in the morning because it can kind of influence my whole day. Um, so let's just begin by closing the eyes. And let's take Adi Mudra. So place the thumb in the middle of the hand and wrap the fingers around it. And then just rest the hands on the knees or the thighs, palms face down. And just take a moment to arrive in this moment, as they say, arrive in the moment, and just feel your spine just naturally come into alignment. Feel your shoulders soften and your heart open. And as you breathe in Adi Mudra, think about the phrase, or you can repeat silently, I am always calm in the center of my being. Just breathing naturally. And then release the mudra, keeping the eyes closed. And then take a slow breath in, pause for a moment, and then exhale slowly through the mouth. So slow breath in through the nose, pause for a moment, and then exhale slowly through the mouth, letting everything go. And let's take 2 more breaths that way at your own pace. And then gently open the eyes. Let's take an easy turn of the head to the right. And an easy turn of the head to the left. And then once again to the right. And once again to the left. And then bring the head center and begin to roll the shoulders. So you can see I have my chair here today. On those days that I'm feeling kind of out of sorts, I like to bring my chair to the yoga practice because it makes it feel softer. It makes it feel gentler. If if I have my friend the chair there. But sometimes I just like to, take a gentler approach to some of the poses. And we'll see if that happens or not, but I think it probably will. All right, let's bring the palms together at the heart center. Inhale, stretch the hands up. Exhale, open to the sides. Let's take that again. This time interlacing the fingers, extend the pointer fingers. Inhale up. Exhale gently to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale gently to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. Okay, if you're seated, we're going to stretch the legs out straight. I'll bring my beautiful cushion just over to the side. Okay, out of the way. All right, and stretch the legs out straight. Let's flex and point the feet. Circle the ankles. And then let's take a side stretch. So right hand outside of right hip, fingertips point away, left arm up and over to the right side. So really try to get some lift, some lengthening on that left side as you stretch up first and then over. Come back center. Re-stretch. So bring that arm, that left arm up, 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 lifting the rib cage up, but can you also keep the shoulders soft? So really try to get the lengthening on the side without increasing the tension in the shoulder. That's a little challenging. And then over to the side. One more time, just a good inhale here. Exhale over. And then come back center. Bring that left hand outside of your right knee, right hand back behind you, and just take that twist. And then come back center. Before we do the other side, we're just going to take a couple of seated cat-cows. So inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you roll back and hollow out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Legs out straight. Left arm is going to be out to the side. Right arm stretches up. Find some space. Think about lifting the rib cage up, but softening the shoulder. And then take it over to the left side. Come back center, re-stretch. Release over. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And then come back center, right hand outside of left knee, left hand back behind you. Take the twist. And come back center. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Take an easy stretch forward. Try to keep the back flat if possible. If you want to drop your head over and take it a little deeper, you can. and then come back center. Let's stretch the right leg out to the side. So I'm gonna just turn my body a little bit. Stretch the right leg out to the side. Left leg is gonna be bent. And we're just gonna take an easy stretch forward here. So we're working on stretching the inner thigh a little bit. It's nice to have, hang on. It's nice to have a block here. So my left foot is sort of against my right leg. My right leg is out to the side. And it's nice to take a block here. And maybe you rest your hands, maybe you rest your forearms. If you're really feeling loose, then maybe you rest your head. Or you can take the block lower and stretch it out further. It's just nice to have a prop here that's a little higher than the floor. As you just kind of move into that inner thigh stretch. And maybe you're feeling really tight and maybe you're just here, and that's okay too. So wherever you are, let's take 2 good deep breaths here. And then we're going to come all the way back. And now we're going to bring the right leg straight out in front. So we're just going to shift that over. And just slide down the right leg and slide back up a couple of times. And then we're going to take another twist here. So we're going to bring the left hand outside the right knee, right hand back behind. And breathe. And then come back center. We're going to switch the legs. So left leg is going to stretch out to the side. Right leg's going to bend in. I'm going to take that block in the middle. Ooh, wow, mine's a lot tighter on this side. And let's stretch forward. That's interesting. And breathe. So find the place that feels comfortable, that feels good. And then take a couple good deep breaths there. And then come back center. Oh, I just wanted to stay there. And then shift everything so the left leg is straight. Easy leg slide. So just easy stretch forward as far as feels comfortable. Okay, and then we're going to take the twist. So right hand outside left knee, left hand back behind. And come back center. Shake out the legs. All right, let's come down onto the belly. Opportunity for oils. I'm going to grab that cheer oil now. I'm just going to place it on the back of my hands so I can breathe it in. Oh, that smells so good. We're going to lie flat. Make a pillow for the head. Shift the hips a little bit side to side. And then take a good deep breath into the lower back. One more breath. Okay, let's start with Sphinx pose. Feet are apart. Hands underneath the shoulders, slide forward. Come up into that gentle Sphinx pose. And let's breathe. All right, so good opportunity to check it out. How's your lower back feeling? Mine's feeling a little tight. And then release all the way down. Make the pillow for the head. Shift the hips a little bit. And then good deep breath. Returning to Sphinx pose. Second time around might feel a little bit looser. You can stay here if this feels good, or you can lift the elbows off the mat and come into seal pose. Try to keep the shoulders down and breathe. And then release all the way down. Make the pillow for the head. Good deep breath. Shift the hips. Let it all go. Okay, let's also move into Cobra. So I'm gonna show you upward facing dog today. But feel free to stop anywhere along the line that feels right to you. So we're gonna start with Cobra. Legs come together, hands come outside the chest, elbows draw in, head lifts away, starting with baby Cobra. Little or no weight on the hands, and then release the head down. So that's just a check-in, right? And if baby Cobra, if you felt a lot of pressure on your back, then you know that baby Cobra is enough for you. And if Cobra doesn't feel good, then you can go back to practicing Sphinx pose. Just taking rests in between. So hands outside the chest, elbows draw in. You could maybe rise up into a little bit higher Cobra if that works for you. And then release all the way down. Good deep breath. If you want to try upward facing dog, then you're going to return to your Cobra. You can also take any other back bend that we've done. You can take Sphinx, you can take baby Cobra. So you rise up into Cobra, and then you would just continue to rise up till your hips are off the floor. So the tops of my feet are on the floor, my arms are straight. When I think about the chest, reaching forward and breathe. And then release all the way down. So upward facing dog is definitely more challenging. It's definitely a bigger back bend. It's something that you can practice, even just a little bit at a time. And if it doesn't feel right, then that's not for you. Maybe it will be in the future, maybe it won't be. But after these backward bendings, just come onto the hands and knees. And we're just going to release back into child's pose and breathe. Breathe to release the back. And then slide your left hand towards your left knee. Bring your right hand over to the left side of the mat and stretch that right side of the body. Slide your right hand towards your right knee. Left hand stretches to the right side of the mat and breathe. The left arm is stretching across the mat. Ah, that feels so good. And then come back center. Rise up onto hands and knees. Let's get ready for downward facing dog. And I think I am going to try downward facing dog on my chair. So you can use the chair. You can do downward facing dog on the mat. Doesn't matter. If you're using the chair, line up the outside edges of your feet with the mat and then press the hips back. Think about the chest and the hands reaching forward as the hips reach back. If you're on the mat, tailbone rises up towards the ceiling and breathe. This is nice because you still get that nice stretch in the back of the legs, but you get that pressure, weight off the wrists. Okay, let's walk the feet forward towards the hands. And everybody just hang over the legs. Bring the palms together. Draw them through the center line of the body, come all the way up. Stopping at the chest, hands at the chest, feet come together. Interlace the fingers, extend the pointer fingers. Let's take crescent moon. So stretching the arms up. Fingertips move over to the right as the hips shift to the left. Try to keep the head right between the arms. Bring the arms back center. And then stretch the hands over to the left. Hips move to the right. Head is between the arms and breathe. Come back center. Draw the hands down to the heart. Going to move right into tree pose. So lifting the left heel, connect the left heel to the right leg. Kickstand, or you can slide the leg up, doesn't matter. Your version. You can keep the fingers interlaced, or you can just come to prayer hands. And then if you wish, stretch the arms up to the ceiling and breathe. Bring the hands back to the heart. Release the left foot down, and then float the arms up. We're going to move right into palm tree. So lifting the heels off the floor. Take a breath. Keep your focal point. Heels come back down, palms come back to the heart. Moving into tree pose, the other side. Right foot lifts or kickstand. Maybe you lift the arms, maybe not. Keep that focal point. Release the palms down, release the foot down, and float the arms up. Float the heels up and breathe. Heels come down, arms relax down. Come into Tadasana, mountain pose. And relax. Come back center onto your mat. And we're going to stand with the feet wide apart. So I'm going to have my chair close by here. If you want to have a block or a chair, we're going to shift into triangle pose at one point. So you may want to have that, you may not, doesn't matter. If you don't have a chair, don't worry about it. Okay, feet are going to be nice and wide, really wide. And then we're going to turn both feet to the right. Take a bend in the right knee, torso's towards me. Find warrior two. Good old warrior two. Good old friend. And breathe. Let's reverse the warrior. Left hand, left thigh, right arm stretches up. So your reverse warrior two could be here, or maybe you slide it back a little bit. Come back center, back to warrior two. Let's reverse it again, up and over. So again, think about that rib cage, especially on the right side, lifting up and back. And then come back center, warrior two. Straighten the right leg. We're going to move into, excuse me. We're going to move into triangle pose. So you're going to reach out, right hand, and then maybe it comes to the chair here as the left arm floats up. Left hand can go to the hip. Right hand can go to the inside of the right leg, or right hand can go to the block, which I'm not going to reach for right now. So you can be here, you can be here, you can be here, your choice. and breathe. So just for a moment, see if you can open that left arm up just a little bit. Maybe you even snake the hand behind the back. Maybe, maybe not. And then re-stretch the left arm to the ceiling, coming all the way back up. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Left hand drops down, right arm stretches up and over. Reverse the triangle and breathe. Come back center. Relax both arms down. Take a breath. Let the body settle for a moment. And then we're going to take the whole thing again. So I did it with the chair. This time around, I'm going to use the block. So I'm just going to take a little bit lower. So come back to feet wide apart. If you're using a block, just place it on the inside of your right foot. Arms are straight. Old friend, warrior two. So make sure you're not leaning forward. Imagine someone's pulling your left arm and pulling you back, and breathe. Reverse the warrior up and over. Come back to warrior two. Reverse the warrior up and over. Come back to warrior two. Straighten the right leg, reach out and move into your version of triangle. Think about opening up the left side of the body. So left shoulder opening up, or left arm. Left arm is going to reach up as you come all the way up and reverse the triangle up and over. Come back center, relax down, turn the feet forward, and go ahead and hang over the legs. Using a block or not, you can just let it go and breathe. Take the hands to the hinge and the hips, come all the way back up. And we do the same thing on the other sides. We'll start slow. I'm not going to use the chair on the left side. I'm just going to use the block. That just feels right. Okay, so we're going to start here. So turn the feet to the left toes to the left, right toes are turned in about 45 degrees. Take the bend. And remember, we're thinking about opening up across the pelvis here. Warrior two. So first time I like to go a little slower. Hold the pose a little bit longer. Reverse the warrior. Right, so left knee stays bent. Come back center. Warrior two. Reverse the warrior. And come back center. Straightening the left leg. Reaching out. Let me grab my block. Reaching out, floating down. Find triangle. So maybe first time around you don't snake the arm. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe first time around you have hand on hip. This is actually nice because it helps you to open up the chest a little bit. And just don't let your head be sagging down, right? Just think about your head being in alignment with your spine. And then coming all the way up, reverse the triangle. Woo, okay. Snap, crackle, pop, come back center. So sometimes when you're coming up out of triangle, it might feel a little uncomfortable. It's okay to softly bend that knee when you come up if you wish. Okay, let's take the whole thing one more time. Bending the left knee, find warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Come back to warrior two. And you're breathing. Reverse the warrior. Come back to warrior two. This time we straighten the left leg, reach out, come down to a support or just the back of the hand on the inside of the leg. Snaking the arm just helps to open up the shoulder. And then re-stretching the arm. Maybe you softly bend that knee, that left knee, as you come up out of triangle, and then straighten the leg as you reverse it. And come back center, relax the arms down, turn both feet forward, maybe bring the feet in just a little bit, and then go ahead and hang. And then take the hands to the thighs, press the chest out, come all the way back up, heel toe the feet in. Let's come back to mountain pose. Beautiful. Let's sit down on the mat. And we are going to take wide-legged forward fold. So we're going to have both feet wide apart. So I know for my men, I know this pose can be very challenging. And what I suggest is you sit on top of something. So if you have something like my meditation cushion, I wouldn't recommend the block. It's not going to be very comfortable. But if you do have a nice big meditation cushion or a couple of blankets, this will be much more comfortable position to sit elevated than sitting flat. And then you can take a support like a block, bring it between the two legs. And what you really want to think about here, and stay where you are, but I want you to think about the position of your back. So when you stretch forward, again, you really want to think about that flat back. So I'd rather have you more upright with a flat back than a rounded back further forward. So just find a place where it feels like you're getting a stretch. If you want to increase the stretch, pull the toes towards you and push the heels away, and that's going to increase the stretch. And then begin to think about releasing forward. So if you do want to drop your head, go ahead, but try to keep the back flat. And then begin to release over. If you want a prop, or if you don't want a prop, doesn't matter. And we're going to take 5 good deep breaths here. So each time you exhale, I want you to think about releasing, letting go. After you've taken at least 5 good deep breaths, slowly begin to walk yourself back to center. That can be a little intense if you're tight there. Bring the feet in gently. Bring the soles of the feet together. And then easy stretch forward from the bent knee position. Just maybe 1 or 2 breaths here. And then coming all the way back, we're going to lie down on the mat on the back. So just stretch the legs down straight, relax the arms down by the sides, and just take a good deep breath and let it all go. Let's take bridge pose. Bending the knees, draw the heels close to the body. If bridge pose doesn't work for you, you can just lie flat with the knees bent. You can also take the block for support underneath the sacrum. Or you can lift the hips, tuck the shoulders underneath. You can interlace the hands underneath if you wish, and breathe in bridge pose. And then get ready to release down, all the way down. Just stretch the legs down straight and let it all go. We're going to move into inversions. So I'm going to take supported shoulder stand with the block underneath. You can rest the legs on the chair. You could do legs up the wall. If you practice shoulder stand, you can take shoulder stand. Or you can just float the legs up into the air, waterfall, or you can take happy baby pose. So find the inversion that works best for you. And let's breathe. If you're still in your inversion, begin to lower down slowly and gently. And let's meet on the mat. Legs stretched out straight, maybe release the head gently side to side. And take a breath. And then bend both knees. Let's cross the right leg over the left. Shift the hips to the right. And drop both knees over to the left. Arms can come gently away from the body. Doesn't have to be shoulder level, can be lower or can be higher, whatever feels good. Yeah, that does feel good. And breathe. Left palm presses into the floor as knees come back center. Shift the hips back. Stretch the right leg up to the ceiling. Release it down. And then left leg crosses over right. Shift the hips to the left. Drop both knees to the right. Head looks to the left. And breathe. Right palm presses down, knees come back center, left leg stretches straight up. And then release it all the way down. Stretch the right leg down straight, and let's just take one more pose here as we wind down. Let's bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees drop open. So if you want to take support here underneath your knees, we're going to take a few breaths. So we're not going to hold here for too long, but if you do want support, go ahead and grab it quickly. And then breathe. Let's take 5 good deep breaths here. Think about anything you want to let go of, anything you want to release. If you find that you're very tight here, a lot of emotions can be held in this area that we're stretching. So just take one more good deep breath. Let it all go. And then maybe using the hands to assist, gently bring the knees back together as the feet go flat on the floor. Pause for a moment, take a breath here. And then bring both knees into the chest. You can hug the knees, you can rock a little bit. Circle the knees. You can take happy baby pose if you wish. And then gently working your way down to the mat on your back. Grab any props. I'm going to sit up for Shavasana today, but grab any props that you might want. Any oils. I'm going to actually finish with my Align blend, which is one of the yoga oils. And I'm going to put that on the crown of my head to align myself, and maybe on my heart. Geranium is also a beautiful oil to take for Shavasana on your heart. So close the eyes. Take a moment to just let go. So just think about the body being soft and kind of melting into the floor as you close the eyes. As we begin to move into the most important part of the class, Shavasana. All the work has been done. Now is the time for the body to come into balance. With each breath, feel yourself relaxing into the floor just a little bit more. As you take the next moment or two to really relax and let go. So for the next moment or two, I will be silent and just take your attention inward. Keeping the eyes closed. And take another good deep breath in through the nose, slight pause, and then exhale slowly through the mouth. And just take this breath a couple of times. And then keeping the eyes closed, gently begin to move the body, bringing yourself back to life, back to the present moment. And working your way up to a comfortable seated position, keeping the eyes closed. And then bringing palms together at heart center, feel the spine come into alignment. Gently bowing head to hands if you wish. The divine light in me honors the divine light in each of you. It is with deep gratitude that I practice with you today. Namaste. And you can open your eyes as you feel ready. Thanks so much for joining me